This is shit that not only is it's great knowledge, but it actually gets you more money.
And these is things that James wish he knew when he was buying that bus down.
Whoa. I did know, brother.
Oh, you did? At 20, what you doing? Excuse me, sir.
He said he don't need no Jewish lawyers.
That's
my
how.
lawyer Jewish.
Man, listen, man. I'll say this. There was a few times in my life I thought I was going to be audited because I didn't understand certain forms. That's when I had to learn one form and another form and two different forms. You can use the same number on both.
James about to get all these referrals, bro.
Oh yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Man.
That's
right. Hey, man.
Remember, go through Demecos Chambers.
Yes,
to get
go
your,
through.
go to Black Men and Cigars.
Please go to him.
All beautiful white plus size women go through Demecos Chambers.
It depends. There's a threshold. There is a threshold.
Hey,
I just want you to know.
You know, it's funny. I don't advertise. I've never advertised on accounting at all.
That's the thing that's crazy. Jay, like again, I only know because I work with him and people would talk around off. But James never. You know,
you gotta go.
Hold on, James. Hold on. Let me say this. James was so helpful for me at this time. Don't even probably know how. No, because when I was losing the house, I didn't tell nobody. You was the only person that knew. Actually, nobody knew. But I was leaning on certain business owners that I know to get work from them to help keep me afloat. And James was one of the ones I knew he had a tax business, and I knew in the past that I could refer people to James. I knew that I could refer people to James and I would get a fee.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know what? I need some money. I'm on my ass, whatever. And I reached out to James and said, yo, let's work out a deal. Let me do this. Let me go promote for you. Yeah. Let me just get a kickback. Da, 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 da. And that helped me out throughout this.
Rico was acting like a baby mama.
Oh no, I'm a hustler.
With a few kids.
I'm a hustler,
I
bro.
will say this. If he would have told me he was losing his house, I could have helped him keep his house.
Exactly. Right.
He would have listened to you.
No,
he would have listened.
No, at the end
he
of
would
the
have
day,
listened to you.
I've always listened.
He damn sure ain't listen to other logical people.
No, yeah. At the end
only
of
you who don't
the
bring
day, it's how do you keep the house? People think if they're under foreclosure, that's it. You are lost.
That was me.
You're gonna lose your house. You're gonna be on the street. Now, there's so many ways to stop a foreclosure. So
hell yeah,
the house that you saw me.
Give us some ways.
Yeah, hey, I'm
telling you. No. James had a nice house. The house I saw you in Lawrence.
Yeah. So
nice.
I built the house.
I
was 25 years old. I built the house. It was like 4,000 square feet. Right. So
at first I thought he was capping when he said he got a nice big house.
That was in Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
At 25.
I was 25, yeah.
Yeah, he was 25.
Like,
I used to go to his house to go
everywhere
to pick up money and stuff like that.
Sure.
And I saw his house. Like, oh, Jared's got a real house,
Yeah,
like a real house.
For sure.
Nah, big.
Ran through his business.
Yeah.
Can you buy a house in your business?
Of course you can. If you do it though, you got to drop 20%. So it's
automatic.
Yeah, Miko, you can't be doing those.
It's the same thing as doing a conventional loan,
right?
But you drop 20% though. Hey man, you start avoiding a lot of capital gains though.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So the capital gains start kicking you. You don't want capital gains.
No.
Quick question.
That's up to 20% though. Capital gains tax, right?
No.
Really? I thought under Trump.
Look, it sound like it took something out of.
No. That's how much you pay in capital gains. Oh. So capital gains is two type of tax. Is if it's long-term capital gains, it's 20%. If it's short-term capital gains, it's whatever tax bracket you fall into.
Oh, jeez.
But capital gains don't kick in until you profit over $250,000.
Yep, that's right.
So what you do is you just limit how much you take out every year to always stay under that limit, and then you roll over to another investment, right? So check this out. So if I gave you, let's say you go on a game show, you win $1 million, you got to pay taxes,
right? I plan on it.
But do you pay taxes?
Oh, on the game show?
Yeah. Do you pay taxes?
They tell you do.
Yeah, but do you pay taxes? How do you get around not paying taxes?
However you tell me.
What you do is you take the same money you get. Yeah. Like let's say you go on Jeopardy, you get $1 million, right? Take the $1 million because they're gonna give you $299, and you literally take all of it and invest it in a house or some kind of real estate, right?
Gotcha.
Then you turn around and you do a loan on that property. You just put $1 million in to get your money back out, right? Because you can't pay taxes on loans.
So when you buy that lot, or when you hit that lotto, same thing apply?
No, because they take the money first.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So that's why I said a game show, or like if you go to Vegas or something, right?
Right.
So now the $1 million, because you're gonna get a $299 at the end of the year. So you say, hey, I got the $299, and you immediately list on there that you invested it. So it's all gone. It is a paper trail. So now you go to whatever you just invested in and pull all your money back out as a loan. Now you got payments, but you still got your $1 million to do whatever you want with, and you don't pay taxes because you just literally have a loan.
Damn. Can your business, like where you were talking about, you separate, you only apply for loans where your business loan is separate from your business credit is separate from your personal credit?
Right.
Can you file bankruptcy in your business?
Chapter 11.
Okay, and it not affect you as a
and Chapter 11.
And I want to get back to that quick point about how to defer a foreclosure, because we know a lot of people during this time,
You
especially
about to
epidemic.
foreclose again?
No, shut up, fool.
Oh.
There's a lot of people that go through this, that's going through this crisis now, where they're on the bridge of losing their homes because lost work, whatever happened. And what are some ways that they can prevent or further push off that foreclosure?
All right. So the first way is apply for one of those. What's that called? They were doing them back.
Don't
in
say
08.
that. What is that, nonprofit company?
No. They did it back in 08 when
Them
Obama was in
suck.
office. You basically got to sign a Frank Dodge modification. You apply for a modification. Reason being, you have to exhaust all modifications before they say you can't do it no more. But if you apply for a modification, right, you're already not paying the mortgage, so your credit's already sucked. But they're going to keep charging you, but they can't kick you out because while you're under modification. So modification takes about 6 months for them to actually review.
No way.
Yeah. So now you got 6 months, right?
Yeah, to get some money up, to start getting caught up.
Or just to stay in the house, right? Basically, you become a squatter because
Gotcha.
they can't kick you out because you're under modification, right?
Man.
So now you can do about 5 modifications before they say you can't even modify no more because we're not even going to look at it, right?
Man, you said it takes 6 months to review. Is it 6 months between each modification?
Yes. So you apply
You
modification.
got at least about 10 years in the house.
Bro, right? So now you ain't making no mortgage payments, right? So
Right.
now
You
living
rack-
you
you
living
just
rent free.
stacking up, yeah.
Right now, so once that's exhausted, what do? Now you can actually apply for bankruptcy after all of
Get
the
the
modifications.
hell outta
due.
here.
You apply for
This is
bankruptcy.
legal?
Hell yeah, it's legal. So you apply for bankruptcy, and now they can't even come after you. They can't call you, and now you can work out a payment plan.
Yeah.
If you still can't afford to pay it, the bankruptcy is going to, because you have to keep paying it while you're in bankruptcy, or you can get kicked out of bankruptcy.
Yeah.
But even still, that's going to take about another 6 months, right?
Damn.
So now you can apply for 2 bankruptcies a year within 12 months, and not lose your house.
Damn.
So now if you apply for a third one, they can override it
Gotcha.
and then kick you out. But you're talking years in between.
That's
that.
way enough.
You
time
could have
for
been in
somebody.
that house today.
Right.
True story. And,
I ain't
then,
gonna tell you how much I was worth today.
and now you can figure it out,
Hey,
right?
Yeah.
Because
no,
now,
I mean like it's those learning trails,
so,
those
I
growing
got,
pains. But go
I
ahead.
got one more thing. Check this out,
Yeah.
right? Did you know you can get foreclosed on and it don't show up on your credit?
No, hell,
All right.
I did not
All right.
know.
This is what you do.
Well,
If
No,
you
know.
hell,
check this
I
out.
did
This is
not.
my house causing problems.
This is what you do. This is what you do. If you file a chapter, people think bankruptcy is bad. To me, again, common sense is here. How is
I
bankruptcy
was taught
bad?
that it was bad too.
Because you lose your credit for 7 to 10 years. Really? Because I could have sworn I filed bankruptcy and 3 months later bought a house and 2 cars and had 3 credit cards. But that's just me, right? Because things don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm challenging that.
Gotcha.
So what you do is you file a Chapter 7, right?
Right.
Because Chapter 7, you ain't got to pay nobody back. That's complete bankruptcy.
But don't that have to be granted by the judge? Or?
Well, why would he not grant it?
Well, I thought it was more difficult. No.
Nope. You file a Chapter 7. The problem is you can only file it once every 8 years. You
Gotcha,
can file a Chapter
gotcha,
13 every day if you want to.
Gotcha.
So you file a Chapter 7.
Every day. Okay.
If you're in your house and you are current in your house,
Yeah.
people think, I'm not going to add my house to this. I'm not going to add my car to this. Why not? Because if you ever default, now you're in that same boat again, right?
Yeah.
So what you do in the Chapter 7 is you put your car, all of your assets, you put your house in the Chapter 7, which means you are resolving the debt that day, which means if you ever got foreclosed on, they can evict you and run your name through the mud, but they can never put a foreclosure on your credit for that house.
Get the hell out
Yeah.
of here.
So
by putting it in the Chapter 7.
Chapter 7, because Chapter 7 in 6 months is gone. Everything is done, right? So you still have the balance of the mortgage,
Yeah.
but you don't have the past due balance.
Ah,
And
get
they
that.
can never come after you if you choose to. Literally, you can stay in there for 6 years, not pay a payment. Of course, they're going to
Yeah.
try to get you out
Yeah.
and walk away. They can never put a foreclosure on your credit because you already dissolved it in bankruptcy 7 years ago.
Damn, Jay.
Yeah, man. That's something
Because that foreclosure sit on. Listen,
No.
let me tell y'all, black guys, as a motherfucker who had a foreclosure sit on his credit score, that motherfucker will sit on your goddamn credit score.
Is there anything you could do afterwards?
Man, please, let me tell you something, dog. All you got to do.
There's
right,
hope.
you know, so when you got these people that say, I fix credit, hey, my first question is, what's your credit score?